Yo, what's up guys? Jamjax here, back with another raid solo video. This time we're going to be doing top 1 solo. The only thing you need to know, because you can't bring your own team, is for some reason if you bring a 20% money bonus leader in your leader slot, it will count. If you don't have a 20% one, use a 15% one. But here's some examples of 20% bonus leaders. If you have Ombre or Ombra, they both give 20%. You can bring Mikasa. Mikasa's easy 15% to get. Lucky Green, 15%. Anyone that brings a 20% or 15% at minimum, bring to this raid, because it actually does increase the money that Jeff gives you in this raid. Alright. I start off, I immediately place Jeff back here. Go 3x. And we just place Jeff to get initial startup money. And then we place Vegeta right away. So as soon as you get the money, you place Vegeta in this corner here. Then he'll take out all these units. You can just continue to farm. Now there is easier ways to do this by controlling your units. But as soon as I see a video, I don't know if it's just me, as soon as I see a video where people are controlling their units, it's too much work. You know what I mean? So we are not going to do that. And as soon as you can't upgrade Jeff anymore, place 2 more Vegetas. Continue farming. And then once it hits wave 6 here, we're going to need to get all of our Vegeta's placed as we can place. So as soon as you get the money from them killing them, obviously slow down the 1x when it hits wave 6. That way you can take your time. Place on all 8 Vegetas. And then this is when you're going to start your buff with Irwin here. Now follow my steps very specifically. So first place 2 Irwins back to back like this quick. Place the other ones on the edge of where that barrier was. Make sure to upgrade Jeff. Now, you'll start with this back Irwin. Back left to back left. Buff the left Irwin. Buff the left Irwin. That way they're always getting 200% buff. Now turn on auto activate. And then as soon as, make sure you're upgrading Jeff as I am here. And then as soon as the buff ends with these Irwins here, you'll buff with this right Irwin. As soon as this buff ends. So as soon as you see the 2 swords go away, buff. And as soon as you see the swords go away up here, you buff again. And then make sure to turn auto activate on for both of them. And now your buff should be good. So every time these Irwins buff, it'll be giving 200%. This is what, for veteran players, this is what we used to do with Irwin all the time. He was the best buffing unit in the game. There was no idol, there was no Brook. He was our go-to, pretty much. And from here, we speed it up so we can farm more. As soon as these powerfuls come in, upgrade Vegeta. should be able to take them out. I like to slow it down just to make sure this is a tougher raid. So let's get one Vegeta max, and then make sure we can try and get another upgrade in here with Jeff. What we really need. Okay. Now we'll slow it back down because we need to add slows. So add a slow here, slow there, slow there, slow here. That'll be safe. I usually add a slow here. And then we get around 4 Vegetas max here. Just to make sure. And then we start placing Gojos right here in this radius so that they still get buffed. You want as much damage as you can get. And you only need 4 to get up to time stop. And you can keep it on 1x. And now when it gets to wave 14 here, turn off your auto wave skip. Once it gets to wave 14, you can do it on wave 13, 14. Doesn't matter. Just turn off auto wave skip for the best results, because these enemies start getting way too much health for their own good. And we'll start the time stop. If you've never time stopped before, don't worry. As soon as this icon disappears from them, you just hit the next Gojo and hit auto activate. That's all it is. So as soon as this icon disappears, auto activate again. And now I just don't have enough money for another Gojo. The time stop, but that's fine. We'll just wait for more enemies to clear from this wave. This one you can probably speed it up here because there's not much you can do. Place another slow here. I think it's a good idea. Since these Gojos are able to attack up there, you might as well get them slowed sooner. I think I'm gonna add a law for replacement up here as soon as I get the money. Let's speed this up. Hopefully you should get enough for replacement here. Then as soon as you're able to get 3K, it'll just have it automatically activate replacement up here. Alright. My wave's clear. Now we have a 4th time stop. And then we can upgrade another 2 Vegetas to max for this last wave. And we should be good. And then as soon as those other 3 time stops finish, activate the 4th one so that they're all going. Now from here, you can just speed it up. Just have Law auto-activate his teleport ability. It'll be fine. We should be able to take out this last wave. This is probably the hardest one to do. There's a lot to manage. But as soon as you get it set up, it's not too bad. You do need the time stops. They actually add a lot of DPS. And Gojo, when he's buffed back here, does a decent amount of DPS. But obviously, the Vegetas and Gokus in the back are doing the most. Send the boss back. Yep. That's pretty much a waiting game here. He'll die there. And GG's, guys. Hopefully that helped. Now you can solo the top 1 raid without having to control any units. Thought I'd put out a new method. Obviously the time, it takes a lot longer, but if you get good at it, you can choose to speed up more often as soon as you get better with the method. For brevity's sake and explanations, I kept it lower so it took a bit longer. But hopefully that helps you guys. I'll see you later.